get the camera all set up. It's a new camera, so I don't know how it's gonna perform. Well, it's a new phone, so I've got no idea how this thing is gonna perform. I am very well, thank you. It is freaking hot, so I might like start sweating here. This room is like really hot. We're in summertime, so it's gonna get really hot from now on. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, that's why I got this. That's why I got this phone. Well, one of the reasons why I got this phone, so that I can actually shoot some 4K stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to rectify this situation of this camera here. Oh, so no riding. Oh, that sucks, man. Eh? Or do you ride in the snow? So my cat has joined us, yeah. Hey, how's it, bro? How's it going, Jared? What's up? New dropper. I've got to install that thing. It is right over here. The new dropper. I am so amped to get this on my bike and get that off the bike. The RockShox Reverb. It's starting to give the issues. It's starting to sag and it's starting to get spongy and springy, and it's going to need to go for a service, which is going to cost an arm and a leg. So I've got to get that off and get this one on. Thanks, bro. I'm feeling fit. I'm feeling really, really good. Like I am, you know what? I've lost like a bunch of kilos, like since way back, like 7 months. I've lost like 20 kilos or over 20 kilos. So yeah, hey, what's up, Night Hunter? How you doing, bro? Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. I'm joined by Meow Meow there. She might go a bit ape during the live stream, but if she's not gonna be there, she's just gonna bother us the whole time by just meowing outside the door. So I believe on the northern hemisphere, it is winter time now. So you guys are probably struggling. Where, like, I just want to show you guys what it looks like outside here. Well, today has been a little bit like overcast, but it's like sunset now. So it was like actually a really nice day today. It was fantastic out there. I didn't ride. You're riding an hour, okay. Then let's get the show on the road. Okay, so I've got this line dropper post. You guys probably saw it in the video that I posted last week, all the Christmas items. Well, they've given me this dropper post to 12 a.m. That's late, or early. That's early. 12 p.m. you mean? 12 a.m. Well, I've got this dropper post to install. This is the line contour. It's 170 millimeters drop on it. And that's going to go on my bike because I've got the RockShox Reverb and it's starting to give the issues. And if I'm going to send that back, Belgium, 6 p.m. Yeah, well then you are like, in Belgium, it's like an hour behind us then because it's like 7 p.m. now. Yeah. Okay, so that bike over there, so I'm swinging you around, that is coming off and the new dropper post is going on because that's a RockShox Reverb and that's giving issues, starting to sag and get all spongy and stuff. Saggy boy, you know all about it. Everybody that's got a RockShox Reverb knows all about the issues with it. You send it back, you're gonna get a bill. You're gonna have to dish out lots of dollars to get that thing fixed. So, you know, with the price of a repair of that dropper post, you might as well just get a new cheap one. It just makes sense. So I'm going to get that bike mounted. We're going to quickly change the dropper post. Hopefully it's a quick job. We'll see. It was quick to install that one. So maybe like 20, 30 minutes depending. Oh, yeah. It's that like, I think it's the fluid, man. The hydraulic fluid like gets P&W is also supposed to be rad. Oh, cool, man. Tell your daughter I say how's it as well. Greetings from good old Cape Town, sunny South Africa. Emiliana, is that how you pronounce it? Let me drop that down. I'm gonna get the bike mounted on here so that we can all see what's going on. I just hope it's big enough. Let's see, let's just move you guys out the way here quick. No, I've never done this before, so I hope it fits. Looks like it might. Thank goodness I got a medium frame, eh? Look at that. All mounted up, kitted up, ready to go, ready to fly, ready to install. Okay, Rockstock's reverb's coming off because that's a piece of... I don't want to say it's a POS. I don't want to say it because, you know what, in actual fact, it's a good couple of years old and it's been through a lot. So it's about time it just gets retired. Maybe passed on to someone else and pay it forward. I'm not even gonna waste time with like removing all neatly. I'm just gonna cut stuff up because this hose is super long. So people have been mocking me because my hose is so long. I'm gonna show you here. This is like what my front end of my bike looks like. It's like super long. Yeah, but apparently the rapid stuff is actually pretty good as well. I don't know it personally, but I just got the opportunity to get the line, so I just went with that one. Okay, let's get this reverb off here. First loosen up. Snip some cables, yeah. Yeah. So, like, I've got an extra long reverb cable. This is like still the original. That's, you know what, I know someone that actually had his post seized inside the frame and it cracked the frame wheel when they tried to remove it. So, I was a bit worried about that now. Like, taking mine out. And maybe mine having the same issues there. What would also suck is if this dropper post didn't fit. I'm gonna have to get a shim for it anyway. So I know that I've got a 31.6 seat post here, and that's a 30.9. So I'm just gonna have to shim it, but I'll get a shim tomorrow. Or I'll cut like a Coke can up and just use that as a shim in the meantime. All right, let's snip some cables here. Take that off. What is that? Torque wrench. And this. So this is why I like this all-in multi-tool, because when you use it, I mean, this is how you store it. Like, you work on the bike, you just store it inside there. It's like, it's always there. That's where you put it. And you just take it out and then you use it. And then afterwards, just put it back in there. What am I going to take out? Oh, that one there. Should actually get some elevator music here. Carbon paste, yeah. Or Vaseline actually works as well. So you mix Vaseline with sand, and that's basically like a cheap carbon paste that you can use as well. Because let's face it, that's all that they use, right? That's all that they use is like a Vaseline. They put Vaseline and sand together, and then they charge you like a freaking arm and a leg for Vaseline and sand, which you can just generally go buy at a shop, right? And then they just say, oh, it is cycling goods and it's expensive to manufacture. You know, who are you kidding, Bruce? Who are you kidding? Okay, cable snipper. And then I've got to think of how I'm going to pull this cable through. I'm just going to pull it out that way. And then I've got to get the new cable through there. That's what I hate about the internal routing. It's like if you're going to have to change something, this frame doesn't have those tubes on the inside. So if I have to change something, I've got to like tie the cable onto the old cable, the existing one, and use it as a draw wire. Because it is just sucky. Sucky that they don't do it. Okay, let's do that. Let's just cut this off here. Oh, I don't wanna. Okay, that is done. Now, line give you. I know, right? Vaseline, almost as good as KY jelly. So, like, they give you like this. They give you a cable, but I bought extra cable just in case. But they give you cable and they give you cable housing, which is a nice addition to the purchase if you're gonna purchase it. Now I've just got to pull this sucker through here. Trying to think how I'm gonna do it. Okay, I just need to grab some insulation tape. I don't have duct tape here. I've run out of duct tape. But I do have insulation tape. Oh, meow, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. The cat is after the cable housing, yeah. Okay, how am I gonna do this now? Hey! Gonna do it neatly, that's how I'm gonna do it. Ooh. Okay, let's hope that this goes through. Alright. Oh, there's a bit of a struggle there. Don't tell me. Come on. You can do it. You know what? Always gotta struggle. Always gotta struggle with this stuff. So do you guys ski in winter when it's snowing, or do you continue to mountain bike? Good, you. Is it like I've never actually been in proper snow in my life because it doesn't really snow here in South Africa, and I don't really want to travel when it's snowing because I don't know how to ski or snowboard or anything, so it will be a bit of a waste to travel. And besides, it's super expensive as well. We ride at the sea in the sand at winter. Oh, okay. Okay. Come on. I'll tell you what, like I am freaking starting to sweat here now because I don't have aircon here and it's. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Kenny, bro? How's it going? Philadelphia. Oh, it must be cold there, eh? That must be super cold. Dude, like, this was a monster mistake here that I made, yeah. Don't try this at home. Okay, let's see if I can just attach it like this. Ooh. $28 Fahrenheit. Oh, geez, that's cold. That's like my 28 Fahrenheit. Whoa. Okay, I reckon that's like minus 10 degrees or something. 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know. My Fahrenheit and my conversion isn't so good. Like. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Now it's going through. Wow. So much easier. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Stoked about that. I think that's the hard part. And we're done with that. Okay, let's get the sweat on here. When chicken dinner. Still right. Jeez, you ride 5 degrees. Okay, that's not too bad. 5 degrees is okay. -2. Whew, that's cold. I did, bro. So Thomas, I changed like my whole lifestyle. So what I changed the way I eat, when I eat, and what I eat. In the beginning, I was kind of like following I wouldn't say very, like almost like a vegan diet. When I was still with my ex-girlfriend, I was like following this vegan diet because she was vegan, and then I stopped doing that, and then I was pescatarian. So then I was eating fish during the week, and then binge eating on meat. Binge eating meat on the weekends, and then I just left it, and now I just eat. I dropped a whole lot. When I actually even dropped kilos. Yeah. Ex-girlfriend. Long story. Don't take a girlfriend to Thailand. It turns out, but like, yeah. So when we got back to Thailand, we broke up. Like very shortly after that, like actually like 2 days after I landed. But so yeah, and then I had to go to Lesotho, and like it was pretty crazy. But I changed just what I eat, and now I just eat anything. But I do that. I do the like intermittent fasting, so I have my final meal tonight on most evenings. I have my final meal at like 5 p.m. in the evening, and then I have my first meal the next day at like between like 9, 10 o'clock. But I ride before I eat as well. So I burn whatever calories are left over from the previous day. So that really helped. And also I'm doing loads of core exercises. I follow this guy. I don't know if you know him. It's this American dude. He's got tattoos and he's like ripped, like really ripped. So he's obviously doing something right, right? He's got a channel, a big YouTube channel. I think it's Chris Herrier, and this guy's got like this neck tattoo. And I just thought, this guy's ripped and he's got tattoos. He's got to be doing something right to get so ripped. And he does like that calisthenics, and like I do some of that stuff like core exercises daily and like push-ups daily and stuff. So yeah, just changed my eating pattern, changed when I eat, and just started like watching. Snacking was a big thing. Yeah, he's freaking ripped, and strong. You check him like lift himself up on like doing acrobatic stuff, and it's nuts. But yeah, like America, we ate at diners and stuff in America, but I think I was burning so many calories there because look, when I was in America, there was no messing around, man. Our days were literally like I didn't realize that what was a shock to me was the distances that we needed to travel to get to the trails in America. I didn't know, like here in Cape Town specifically, I am literally like maximum 40 minutes to every trail in Cape Town from my house because everything is kind of close together and compact. Where in America, it's like 6 hours drive to get to the next good trail. So we were literally riding or eating in the morning, riding, then we get back to the car, then we pack our stuff up, and then we drive for like 6 hours to the next location. And that was our days in America. That's how we spent our days, and it was pretty tough. So we didn't have much time to mess around and go eat much fast food. I think you know what? It's funny. I think I only had 2 burgers in America, and one was an In-N-Out burger, which was okay, and one was In-N-Out burger, and I think we had a burger at some diner as well. Yeah. Donnie, what's up, bro? You want to see the cat? Okay, well, there's the cat. She's fooling around over there. From Berwick to Dukai. Yeah, well, yeah, Dukai is a bit far. So I can get to Dukai if I drive fast. Like, I'm really close to the highways here. So the highway is like a couple of 100 meters away from me. So I can get to a highway from my house, hit the highway, and then I can get to Dukai in like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, if it's a Sunday. But like, obviously, you guys know Cape Town traffic is pretty bad and pretty brutal on a weekday. Okay, so let's get back to it. I'm getting rid of this. I haven't decided what I'm going to do it. I'm probably going to pay it forward. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when we were in California had some really good stuff, but there was a lot of stuff that we didn't get to ride, obviously because we were on we were on like a really strict time schedule. Look, our original plan was to get to Oregon, and then from Oregon go Idaho, then drop down through Salt Lake City, then go to Colorado. But that would have added like an extra 2,000 miles onto our trip. And our trip, we already drove 4.5. I think we did 4,500 miles driving on our trip. So it was pretty nuts, and we did that in. Hey, what's up, Jam? How's it going, man? I wanted to do Oregon but we just didn't have the time to do it. We didn't have, and the van, they charged us extra when we dropped the van off. I think like our extra mileage that they charged was quite big. Like it was a couple of thousand rands that they charged onto the mileage. And also like, you know what, we took like a toll. We were driving like through LA one night and we missed a turnoff, and then we take another turnoff, and then we end up on the highway, and there's like we're trying to get back to the original direction we were coming from to try and get back onto course. So we take this turnpike and we see this flashing light, and we're like, oh shit, was that like a camera or like a toll? So we didn't realize it, and then we hit like the other one coming back on the other side of the highway to turn around. So we basically did like a U-turn over a bridge, and we got flashed again. And each one of those flashes, they charged me $59 for a toll. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's like, where is a toll road $59? That's nuts. That's insane. So I had to pay like, yeah, it was quite expensive. America was pretty much the most expensive trip I've been on. It was pretty crazy. So back to it. I've got the post here. Get some water. Check. That is unprofessional Kyle. He was on RC's channel. If you don't know RC's, he's got a channel called Outdoor Gold. Go check it out. He did a live stream this morning, our time this morning, probably your time last night in America, and Unprofessional Kyle was on there. And we actually rode with them in Colorado and Colorado and Fruita and Moab. We did the whole enchilada together. So I gotta get this post. I don't even know if I'm gonna do it because it's gonna go in there. So I guess I've got to get this thing cut, and I don't want to cut it too short, so I'm gonna cut it around about there, so that I've got some extra meat for later if I need it. Got these end caps to put on. Goes in there. These things are actually pretty darn easy to put in. I mean, it's a lot easier than what the reverb post is because you don't have to bleed it and stuff. Look at that. This takes a barrel. It's a big barrel. Let's put that one on. You know what? I dropped. Sherbet. There we go. There we go. Super easy. And Bob's your mother's brother. The struggle is real, yeah. So, you gotta speak English because there's some Americans on here. So he said, I can't get his name now, but there was a guy that said it looked like I'm busy pulling wire in Afrikaans, and that that means something like, yeah, I'm tugging one off. It looks like you're pulling wire. Okay, so the drop is installed. Are there like any questions about the American trip? Any other questions? I'm like sweating. Damn, these lights. I've got lights here, light there, and the light over there. And they are pretty tastes. There we go. Cheers, bro. Coffee. There we go. That's cherry taste. So dropper is installed. It's just a lever that I gotta put on, but that's like super quick. I'm just gonna put this. I'm not gonna use the original lever. They supply you with a lever. Here's the lever that they supply you with, and I've got to say that it is pretty good. Like it's quite good quality. But I do have the wolf tooth one, which I'm going to put on. So Thomas, I do want to get back to the States, and next time I do get back there, I want to do East Coast stuff. I know Bobo has like sent me messages or message before saying like, yo, I must come out to the East Coast and go ride down there. So next time I go to America, I will do East Coast side. Favorite ride in the US? Oh, there were a few. There were already a few like standout rides. One was okay. There was quite a few. There were quite a few standout rides. Mount Wilson was amazing. Santa Cruz trails in Santa Cruz were really good. Downeyville, you guys are gonna get the Downeyville videos soon. Yeah, Downeyville was pretty good. Sorry, I'm getting like WhatsApp. I've got like don't disturb on my phone, and it's no one's supposed to disturb me, but I'm getting WhatsApp messages as well. Downeyville was really good, man. The guys, they rate Downeyville highly for a reason. It's because it is amazing. Toad's Wild Ride was good. You guys will still get those videos. Then from there, we rode a trail in Salt Lake City called Bobsled, and that was legit. It was a really short trail, but we were riding with Eric. Eric, he's got a channel called Ride Labs, and he actually popped his knee out on our ride, and we were like, "Oh my word, what do we do now?" We're like in Salt Lake City, we don't know these people, and this guy like pops his knee out and stuff. Toads was really good, man. It was rad out there. Bobsled was amazing. You like jump over these cars. It's like these cars, these wrecks, and there's like jumps that like you actually jump over it. Cool, Mr. Night Hunter. Check you later, man. Good night, Tony. Yeah, so you jump over these car wrecks, and it was actually ridiculously good. Trails in Africa compared to the States, I would say a lot of Southern California trails were kind of like a lot of the trails that we rode were similar in it was different, but it was kind of similar. You guys do have some really long runs, like Mount Wilson was a good long run. Whole Enchilada, you guys probably know all about the Whole Enchilada. That's a ridiculously long ride. That's like over 50 kilometers of riding that you do in a day. I was disappointed with the rest of Moab, but you guys will see it in the video, in the rest of the videos that will come up. But like, it's different, but it's kind of similar. I think when we went there, Ray, who was traveling with me, he was expecting more alpine stuff, but we didn't really get much of it. I think the most alpine trails that we rode, Mount Wilson, he didn't get to ride it, unfortunately, but Mount Wilson was one of them, and the Whole Enchilada was another one, and I think that was about it. Downeyville was also a long run, but yeah, I think that we were expecting a lot more alpine stuff. We didn't ride Slick Rock, not that I know of. No, we didn't ride Slick Rock. We did. Yeah, where is Slick Rock? Is that Moab or is that Colorado? Yeah. So we wanted to. I dropped Alex a message. Moab. We didn't do Slick Rock in Moab. No, we did. We did the Magnificent Seven or part of it, and then we only had 2 days in Moab, so we did Mag 7 and we did Whole Enchilada. We did part of the Mag 7. We didn't do the whole thing because the guy said, the tour guide or the guy at the shuttle at the shop, he said, yo, if you're going to do a Whole Enchilada the next day, we mustn't do the whole of the Mag 7. But in hindsight, we should have done the whole of Mag 7 because the way that we took was just ridiculous, man. It was just, it was crazy, but you'll see in the video why and what happened there. We just got lost and it was crazy out there, and it was freaking hot. It was really warm, and the thing is that we came from hey, what's up, Zero Bytes? Good to see you again, man. We came from winter here in South Africa um, to summertime there in the States. So we were still trying to acclimatize the whole time that we were there. Yeah, it'd be great to hook up with those guys, you know. It's a bit tough though, because to try and connect with them and send them messages. We all connected in somehow, and YouTube is a great place because we all connected. Well, everybody that we met so many rad people. Let me tell you a story about America and like how rad Americans were that we met out on the trail, because we share a common denominator. We share riding, and riding literally brings people together. So we're riding Toads. We got no place. After Toads, we were supposed to go to Salt Lake City. Just drive straight through, right through Nevada, get to Salt Lake City, and then the next day ride Bobstead. But we didn't have a place to stay in or sleep over. So we're gonna drive right through, straight off the riding Toads, drive straight through to Salt Lake City. So this guy that joined us, it was in the shuttle. His name was Bob, and he's like, he said, yeah, you know, if he wants to, can he join us if we ride down? He's there alone. So we're like, yeah, bro, like follow us down, it's fine. And he joined us, and we were like a rad crew cruising down Toads with MTBing Adventures, Aaron. And like halfway through the ride, we like, Ray and I were just talking, and we were discussing like how we're going to go and how we're going to get to Salt Lake City and where we're going to shower. And because that was the main thing, is finding places to shower in America it was a lot harder than what we thought it was going to be, like a lot harder. And finding accommodation, place to stay was a lot harder than what we thought it was going to be. So we were busy chatting amongst each other, and Bob said, you know what? I'm staying in this like multi-million-dollar house in Truckee, so why didn't you just pull in and stay the night there? And we stayed in this like $4 million house in Truckee with Bob, because we shared this common denominator, which is riding mountain bikes and just having fun out on the trail. And it shows you that mountain biking brings people together, and just it's just amazing. It's an amazing sport, and I've met so many amazing people from mountain biking, and that's why I do it, because it brings everybody together, and it's a peaceful. It's like we're all a tribe. That's what it is. It's like we're all this big tribe, and we all get together and ride bikes and share the stoke. I would love to do Canada, and I wanted to do Canada next year. Hey man, how's it going, Henry? How's it going? I wanted to do Canada next year in 20. Let me tell you, 2019 is going to be a big year. Okay, I've already got trips planned. So by the time, Patreon subscribers will know about this now. They know about it from a few weeks back. I've already booked my first trip. By the time the American video is finished, the new trip is going to start. And new videos are going to start of my new trip, which is another adventure. Well, half adventure. I'm away for like 3 weeks, and I'm going to be riding some rare trails, man. I'm really stoked. Like, I've seen pictures of some trails there, and it's like, I might actually, 2019, I might die in 2019. Like, it might happen. I might kill myself riding mountain bikes in 2019. But you know what? I'm going to have fun doing it. So that's fine. But this place I'm going to is they call it Spaghetti, the Spaghetti Trail, because it is this web of roots, and it's literally down like that. It's like the gradient is like that, and it's just roots, this network of roots like that. And I'm pretty scared, but I'm sure it'll be okay if it doesn't rain. So, but it's known to rain there quite often, so I may get into trouble, and I might die in 2019. But you guys are gonna come along for the ride, and it's gonna be awesome. Live or die, whatever. It's gonna be good. I only like rooty because we don't have roots here, and it's really challenging for me to ride it because I'm not used to it. So when I go to Europe, that's another thing. I may be doing a big mad race in Europe, like soul racing, a crazy race in Europe. But I'll drop more details about that later on in the year. But I only like routes because I don't really know how to ride it, and every time I do, I'm like way out of my comfort zone. So I just push myself to ride it, and it's always crazy to ride it. There's always something that goes wrong and stuff, and I always injure myself on trips for some reason. I always injure myself. New Zealand, I would love, man, there's so many places I would like to do. I want to do all the continents and stuff. But New Zealand is like, I'm trying to get like all the cheap places out the way. So I want to do all the cheap places, and then I'll move on to New Zealand once climbing routes, use momentum. Yeah. It's climbing routes is one thing, but descending on wet routes is another thing. That's where I'm really lost. I'm totally lost. Like sometimes you just ride and it's just your bike just falls away underneath you. We've been in situations in France where I've been in situations in France where a friend of mine's riding in front of me and it's just his bike just goes underneath him. Cool, David. Keep well, man. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the stoke, boo. So yeah, 2019 is going to be a big year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to push the boundaries. I'm going to change some stuff up. I want to level up. I've got a new camera I'm going to be dropping a video on it pretty soon. So I want to start doing different things, different angles, different ideas of the channel. Like I know 2018, by my transition from 2017 to 2018, I wanted to up my game a bit, and next year I'm gonna up it even more. I've got some plans. So I think 2019 is gonna be a big year. It's the year of craziness and the year of going mental. So yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm really excited for 2019. And like some people had like really bad years this year, and a lot of people were like, "Yeah, they can't wait for 2018 to end." And I'm looking back. I like take inventory, and I look back on it, and man, even though like there was so much bad stuff, I try to see the glass half full, and there was so much good stuff that happened in 2018. It was such a good year for me. Like it was brilliant. It was amazing. I did so much. I traveled a lot, and I got a lot done. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Like because it's been a hell of a ride, and it still is a hell of a ride. And it's only because of you guys that. Cheers, bro. It's not even New Year's yet. We've still got a couple of weeks to go. We'll do a New Year's video and whatever, But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for joining me on this channel for 2018. It's been amazing. It's been for you guys, man. You guys are brilliant. Thanks for sharing the stoke with me and like helping me along. So I think I'm gonna call it. We've spent an hour here. Meow meow. Look, look who's like sleeping over there. The dragon is sleeping. Look at that. Shame. Meow meow. Meow meow. She doesn't even want to wake up. So she's sleeping because I'm putting her to sleep, and I don't want to put you guys to sleep. So thanks, Thomas. Yeah, she's a handful, by the way. Google them, and you'll see why they're high maintenance, very very high maintenance cats. But yeah, thanks for joining me on this episode. We got that like kind of installed. I need to get a shim for it because it's loose. But I'll get that next time. Thanks for hooking up with me today on this episode. I will check you on the next one.